The Wedding Chair, a story of pain, survival, and sweet revenge. In the quiet town of Corey, a cry of joy echoed one bright morning. It wasn't just any birth. It was the birth of little Henny, the first child of Mr. and Mrs. Tanmiller. The couple, known far and wide for their wealth and kind hearts, were overjoyed. Henny wasn't just a baby. She was their jewel, their pride, their answered prayer. She was born in the finest hospital in Corey, with the best doctors and nurses on standby. Her arrival was a celebration. Mrs. Tanmiller, overwhelmed with happiness, held her baby close, wrapping her in a soft, expensive shawl like one would protect a rare diamond. When they brought her home, the mansion looked like a mini paradise. Balloons danced in the air, flowers scented every corner, and one special room, already full of toys and dolls, was set aside for Henny. The walls were pink and gold, decorated with butterflies, stars, and her name shining on the wall. Each day in the Tanmiller home was a dream for Henny. Her parents poured love on her like sunshine on a garden. She was the center of their world, the melody in their song. There wasn't a thing she lacked. Wherever her mother went, Henny followed, clinging to her gown and giggling as they sang songs together. But all that changed one cold evening when Henny was just 4 years old. Her mother had fallen sick. It started like a little fever, but soon it grew worse. Mr. Tanmiller did everything within his power, hired the best doctors, flew in medications, even prayed day and night. But nothing worked. Mrs. Tanmiller passed away, leaving a deep void in their lives. Henny was too young to understand death fully, but she felt it. The warm arms that used to hold her at night were gone. The laughter, the bedtime stories, the gentle kisses, they were all gone. Her father became a shadow of himself. He would sit alone in the study, staring at old photos. Sometimes, tears would roll down his face as he hugged Henny tight. She was all he had left. But even as he loved her dearly, the house started to feel cold and empty. Friends and family tried to talk to Mr. Tanmiller. "You're still young," they said. "Henny needs a mother figure," they urged. At first, he refused. He mourned his late wife daily. No one could replace her. But after 2 years, he finally agreed to try love again. That was when Susie came into their lives. She was beautiful, soft-spoken, and looked so much like his late wife that everyone said, it's as if she came back to life. Henny, too young to judge, clung to her, hoping to find her mother's warmth again. At first, everything seemed perfect. Susie, who Henny soon called Mummy, played with her, sang lullabies, and cooked delicious meals. She made Mr. Tanmiller laugh again. The house felt alive, at least for a little while. But things changed drastically once the wedding was done. The woman who had once been sweet and kind suddenly turned cold, especially towards Henny. It started small. "You didn't clean your toys," she would scold. Then, "You must learn to cook. You're not a baby anymore." Before long, Henny was the one washing dishes, scrubbing floors, and taking care of the house while Susie rested or went out. Then came the baby. Susie gave birth to a girl named Wasu. Henny was told to care for the baby as if it were her own. She would rock Wasu to sleep at night, feed her, change diapers, while still doing chores all day. One day, Susie even damaged the washing machine on purpose, forcing Henny to wash clothes by hand from morning till night. Her palms cracked and bled from the hard labor. Her back ached, but no one cared. Each day felt like a nightmare. Her only comfort was her father, who tried to intervene, but each time he did, Susie found a way to twist the story. She would cry and act innocent until Mr. Tanmiller gave up trying to fight. In all of it, Henny held on to one thing, her books. Her father always told her, "Your future is in your education. Don't let anyone take that from you." So Henny read and read. She would stay up late, studying by candlelight after finishing chores. Years passed, and one glorious day, her hard work paid off. Henny won a scholarship to study abroad. The house that once imprisoned her couldn't hold her anymore. She packed her bags, kissed her father goodbye, and flew into a new life of freedom. She studied medicine. Each class, each book, each test, she did it all with tears and determination. Her dream was to become a doctor not just for herself, but to prove that no pain could destroy her purpose. After years of sweat and sacrifice, Henny returned, not as the little housemaid Susie once bullied, but as a confident, accomplished medical doctor. She had her own car, her own home, and a man who loved her truly. The wedding date was set. It was going to be the talk of the town. The venue was top class, the guests are many from home and abroad, and every decoration signifies royalty. Henny was determined that the day would be a reminder to everyone that no pain lasts forever. One instruction she gave the planner stood out. There must be 3 majestic chairs on the stage, one for my mother, one for my father, and one for someone else special. Everyone assumed the chairs were for her father and stepmother. Even Corey, the stepmother herself, bragged around the neighborhood saying, "Of course, I'll be sitting with my husband. I'm the bride's mother now." The wedding day came, and everything was magical. Henny looked like a princess walking on clouds. The hall was filled with beautiful lights, flowers, and music. Then came the moment that no one could forget. The MC called for the bride's parents to take their seats. Mr. Tamler was called first. The hall erupted in cheers. He walked proudly to the high chair and sat, his face beaming with pride. Then the MC called Corey. She stood, smiling confidently, ready to take her seat next to her husband. As she approached the chair, the unexpected happened. Henny stood up sharply. "Don't sit on that chair," she said, her voice cutting through the music like a knife. Gasps filled the room. Silence fell. Corey froze mid-step. "You don't deserve it," Henny continued, her voice trembling. "You never acted like a mother to me. You treated me like trash. You beat me, overworked me, hated me. And now you want to enjoy the glory of my success." Tears streamed down Henny's face as she spoke. Her guests watched in stunned silence. No one dared interrupt. "You thought I'd forget?" she asked. "You thought I wouldn't remember the pain, the nights I cried myself to sleep, the day you beat me to coma? If not for Aunt Rachel who stood by me, I might not be alive today." With that, Henny signaled the ushers to bring forward a beautifully framed portrait. It was her late mother's photo, smiling, graceful, full of love. She walked to the portrait, knelt down, and cried, "Mummy, you left too soon. But even in the short time we had, you gave me enough love to last a lifetime. You appear to me in my dreams, encouraging me, reminding me that I am not alone." The audience was weeping by now. Henny then gave the third chair to someone else entirely. "Aunt Rachel," she called out, "please come forward." The kind woman who had once taken Henny into her home walked slowly to the stage, tears in her eyes. "This is my real mother," Henny said. "When I was broken, she picked me up. She prayed for me. She believed in me. She made my scholarship possible. And she gave me the love I never got from the woman who calls herself my stepmother." Aunt Rachel sat beside the portrait of Henny's mother, holding Henny's hand. As for Corey, she turned and walked away in shame, her head bowed, her pride shattered. Nothing prepared her for that public disgrace. Outside the venue, the cameras caught her. Guests murmured. Social media went wild within minutes. The stepmother who got rejected at her stepdaughter's wedding. Headlines and hashtags trended. People whispered. People mocked. Some even rejoiced. For once, justice seemed visible. Corey locked herself in her room for days. The curtains remained drawn, her phone off, food untouched. She stared at her reflection often. Her makeup washed off, tears rolling freely now. How did it come to this? She kept asking herself. But deep down, she knew the answer. Meanwhile, back at the wedding reception, joy bloomed again after the storm. Henny danced, cried, and laughed in turns. Her husband stood by her proudly, wiping her tears and whispering, "You did it, baby. You faced your pain and walked through it like a queen."